So we are now on game 4 of Unity versus GRA. Next is GRA TM versus Fast Loss. Let's get into game. Oh no! There we go. Water tank steals your focus just as you click and just as the battle starts. So will we see the same lineup again or same positions? I think we will. Sunder will go to the hill with Monostar. Lucille will take the corner. Nuclear 2. Blips will take the middle with Nagura taking out the far side. That's what I'm expecting to see here. It's the same tactic they've used so far. It's tried and tested. They've won every game so far. So why would they change it? What I expect to be different this time is, wait a minute. Lucille is going to the hill straight away. They are playing slightly differently this time. They have got their IS-3s not on the west. They have only Nagura on the side. They have Blips and Nuclear actually holding back here. They're actually designed this formation. If you look here, guys, they're going to give up the west. They're going to give up the west. They're in positions where they can retreat away from the west-hand side and hold them back here and here. So Blips is going to go to this corner and hold it there, probably. No. But the rest are going on to the hill there. Lucille's not all the way up the hill, so he can come down much easier. This corner here, as you can see, if we jump over to him, you'd have to slow down as coming over this area here. So he doesn't want that. He wants to be available to come back down to the bottom if needed. If there's a big push down this side, or if he is unable to, if he's able to go around this way and go up to the top. So if there's a push in these directions, any of the three, he'll be able to turn up much quicker than if he was up here. But we see that Nuclear has spotted someone over on the far side, Dead Angel in the usual positions, and we're going to see an exchange of firepower between these two tanks now. As you can see, these positions up on this side here, it's quite hard to hit them, but the front of the turret on the IS-3 isn't particularly strong and can be penetrated quite easily by the enemy IS-3s and stuff like that. So I don't expect them to get out of this without any damage. Blips almost received a shot there as it just deflects off the terrain around him, and they're exchanging fire with Dead Angel. So both Blips and Nuclear have revealed themselves to the enemy, and we'll try and get a shot with both of them. But in the meantime, on the other side, that Caps and Falcon are taking lots of damage from Monostar, and if we jump over quickly over to Monostar, there we go. Lucille's coming to back him up, but they've done some really good damage here against their opposing numbers on the hill. Although this is Cap, and I didn't see the Antelich up here. So it's very interesting that they've decided not to send their T-69 up to the top of the hill. The Antelich, as we just saw it here, is moving up on the far side over on the other side. And Dead Angel actually is receiving a lot of damage, not from the hill, but from Nuclear and Blips. They're able to hit him quite a few times, making him back off and be nervous. We've now seen that Cap is being revealed again. Falcon and him are trying to get out of there. They know that there's no enemies down the banana road, so they're trying to escape in this direction. Unity, on the other hand, have decided they're going to push all the way down to the western side, much predicted by GRA, and now they're going to try and make something happen. Cap's in full retreat, trying to get out there without receiving much damage, but Blips and Nuclear are aware of that and going to try and take snapshots, and one of them connects. Cap going down to 651 HP, and Falcon is taken down, caught and taken down by Monostar and Lucille. But the enemy were prepared for them, and Dead Angel gets a shot into Monostar. Lucille was able to get around the corner though without taking any damage, and they are going to try and engage these tanks here in their own base. It's all up to Cap and Dead Angel whether they can defend their base. Behind them, though, in their enemy locations, or against GRA's home, Unity are trying to poke and push over here. But Green are capturing the base now with 3 tanks in their base. It's all about Cap and Dead Angel right now, trying to do something. With the Sunder there, well protected and great positioning, they do manage to take out Cap, who received a lot of damage on the hill, and Monostar and Lucille are going to try and come in round the corner to take out Dead Angel. But will Unity get back in time? We do know that most of them were in GRA's base. So will they get there? And the answer is, we don't know. Monastery's will give some lots of damage there. Some allied damages. Lucille rams Monastery. That was not good for them, but great supporting fire there from the rest of GRA. However, Blip's been caught with his rear taken, and Shy and Bulkin are trying to chase him down. Great position though from him. He's waiting for the reload to happen and then getting back into cover. baiting Shy and Bulking to waste their shots against someone else. However, look at the damage sharing going on by GRA here. Most of the tanks are on absolutely no HP. 2 HP for the last one from Unity, and they go down. What a fantastic play from GRA, totally out-positioning Unity and able to get the victory from them. Let's have a look at the team receive. 3%, 11%, 18%. What sharing? What damage sharing was done there? Absolutely fantastic work from GRA again. And this really does look like it's going to be a 5-0 victory for GRA, which is well needed for GRA, as we saw in the results. They're not doing particularly well on the league. Their first game was a 4-1 loss against Red Rush. But that was against Rush. So they are top of the league. So Rush was top of the league, sorry. And they were facing GRA in the previous battle. So GRA did have a really, really tough fight there. So they're proving their worth, saying, hey, we did fight the leaders right now. That's why we're down so far. We're going to beat Unity. And if they beat them 5-0, they will go to 6 wins there, where Unity will be stuck on 3. And they will push right the way up, all the way to just below Aces. Mind, New Star and Rage don't play their games until tomorrow night. So they'll be 3rd place, at least for tonight. And that's going to be a great result for GRA if they can get that. Right now, they're not, and they need to get this extra game to go into 3rd place. So they will be fighting absolute tooth and nail for that now. Let's see if there's going to be any lineup changes for these teams, and I'm not expecting it. Both teams are playing it safe with the cookie cutter standard lineup for this map. Now, I've always argued that you can do many things once you've lost. Unity have lost and GRA have won, so now they've relaxed a little. You know, the pressure is off, the points are no longer on the stakes, GRA's taken the points. However, do you use these last few games to practice? Use it to practice your tactic that's sure and tested, it's the one you've been practicing, or do you try something different? Do you break that mold you've been practicing and go, okay, let's do something different. Let's practice something out of our usual norms, because it doesn't matter as much. It still matters, as we know that GRA needs this battle to go into 3rd place. However, it's not as bad. We'll see. Anyway.